My ex-wife ignores our own children and demands that our son chauffeur her bratty stepdaughter. I've had enough. I share 3 kids with my ex. We divorced 10 years ago. My ex, D, remarried 8 years ago and has another bio daughter and a stepdaughter. My kids have never really gotten along with their stepsister. She pretty much gets whatever she wants. She has always had her own room and bathroom at their mom's house. My daughter had to share with her brothers. She does not do chorus and expects my kids to do whatever she asks them to do. Things have been really bad the last 2 years, and a little over a year ago, my oldest came to live with me full time. A few months later, his brother followed. My oldest turned 16 back in December. I bought a car for him. My sons and their stepsister go to the same school. Not long after I got him the car, D started asking that my son take his stepsister to and from school. My ex's neighborhood is on the route to school from my house. He refused. My ex tried to make him do it. I refused. Well, last month, we got a winter storm come in. The first round was not supposed to be bad, so there was school. But quickly, the weather got worse than predicted, so the school let out early. My sons were walking to the car with a friend to head to my house. Their stepsister was standing near the car with a friend and was on her phone. She told my son, "Mom says she cannot come get us, so we need to ride with you." My son refused. She handed my son the phone, and my ex was on the line. She demanded that my son give his stepsister and her friend a ride. She was across town getting groceries before the storm got worse. He refused. His stepsister started yelling at him. He ignored her, and they got in the car to leave. She and her friend got in front of the car so he couldn't move. He honked his horn and told them to get the fug out of the way. They eventually did, and my son left her and her friend at the school. A teacher saw the incident, so we were called by the administration about it. We told them what happened. My sons were not in trouble, but they said, "We need to work out this family conflict." Afterwards, my ex and her husband tried to talk to me and blamed me. I told them, "It isn't my fault y'all raised an entitled brat who no one likes. Y'all have enabled her behavior for years. I have tried to get y'all to address it, but I am done. Until you stop being a worthless mother and stepdad, I do not want to hear crap from either one of you. D, your own sons despise you. That is all on you." Then we left. I have not spoken to my ex since. I do feel bad for my daughter because tensions have been high at my ex's house, and she is there half the time. Update. A little over a week ago, my ex reached out to try and see what we could compromise on about the situation. I told her there was nothing to compromise about. I explained that until June, he legally cannot take her anyways. I do not want her in the car, and our son does not want her in the car. My ex said it simply is not doable for her to take her or her dad to take her to school every day. If our son could take her on Tuesdays, they could do the other days. I told her no. This Tuesday, their stepsister demanded a ride. My son told her no, and she pushed him. A teacher saw it, and she is facing possible in-school suspension. Disciplinary issues like this could compromise her inter-district transfer. Second update. Contrary to popular belief, my son's car was not keyed or anything like that. After the incident in the update, my sons and their stepsister ignored each other at school. Since that incident, my ex has tried to act sweet and kind when we have interacted. All involved schools let out last week for summer. On Monday, I had a meeting run long, and I could not drop my daughter off at my ex's as I typically do. So I had my son do the drop-off for me. When he got there, my ex asked to talk to him for a minute. She asked if she pays him, if he would agree to take his stepsister to and from school starting in the fall. As mentioned in my comments, my ex has switched shifts, so she cannot pick up her stepdaughter from school. Her husband typically has to leave work to get his daughter from the school, and that is what has happened most days. But it is starting to cause issues at his job. My son told her no and came home. That night, she calls me and asks if I would be interested in doing joint family therapy with her and all 3 of our kids. I told her before that can happen, she, her husband, and her stepdaughter need to make a full and complete apology to our kids for their treatment over the years. She said, "I do not know if I can make that happen." I told her, "Well, that is what needs to happen before I would consider your proposal. My kids and I already do individual therapy." This morning, she forwarded me some texts from one of her friends who is a teacher at the high school my ex's stepdaughter would have to attend if she switches schools. She was telling my ex that there are only a few spots left in the few honors AP courses that sophomores can take. So if the stepdaughter wants in those classes, she needs to enroll in the school now. So my ex then said, "I am desperate. I want her to stay where she is at. That is only possible if our oldest son agrees to take her. But if I need to switch schools for her, I need to know now." I responded, "This ain't got crap to do with our kids, and the fact that you are bending yourself into pretzels for stepdaughter is the problem because you do not do that crap for our kids. Do not contact me unless it is about our kids."